So we don't have too long to wait now until the different tiers of PlayStation Plus go live. I know we've already kind of had a game confirmed for the launch and the lineup and stuff, which I'll talk to you guys about in another video. This one is dedicated to Essential, so it's the standard games that you guys are going to be getting for free. But we've got quite a few things to talk about. I mean, the only thing that I think is going to possibly end up negative on PlayStation Plus Essential is, I think personally, we're going to end up getting a lot more indie titles. But that doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing. I mean, there's tons of indie games out there that are probably better than massive AAAs. And you guys will know that. But we have got quite a few things to talk about. We've got a new game out this week which looks really, really cool. We've got a rumour for a game that I've seen trailers for and it looks quite intriguing. And I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. We got some major bonus content and some other stuff as well. As usual though, before we do get into it, if you guys need to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, if you're looking to upgrade to the other tiers, or if you're after getting your PSN credit at a decent discounted price, make sure you check out the sponsor Instant Gaming. Their link is at the top of the description, and everything on their site is usually like 20 to 30% off, and clicking through the link will give you a little bit more of a discount anyway, so definitely worth checking out. First things first though, before we get on to the main stuff, the drop. There's only one new game out this week which personally I'm actually interested in checking out, and unfortunately it's not on a console at all, it's on mobile, and it's a game called Cooking Mama Cuisine. Now, when I was a bit younger, I used to play on like the DS's and stuff. I used to play them quite a lot. And one of the games that I did actually really enjoy playing was like cooking games, and Cooking Mama was it. You had to swipe in certain directions to chop the food and time it and move things around. Really, really fun. I play very, very similar games in VR that's a lot more intricate though. But however, this one is due out this week. It looks quite chill. I mean, it's something that I think looks interesting, but I think personally it is more aimed at like the younger people, so I don't think it's something that will keep me entertained for very long. However, it's still a new game out this week that looks pretty cool, that looks like it might be worth a play if you need something to pass the time. The main thing that you guys watch for, the rumours. Now, the rumour is for a game called Road 96. Now, I've seen the trailer for it, and I've seen little snippets of gameplay, and I mean, it looks quite cool, it looks quite random to be fair, it's quite a cheap game as well. But pretty much you're on a road trip, you discover exciting places, unusual people, and it's an evolving story. It does feel more one of those chilled out games. It's inspired by Tarantino, the Coen brothers, and Bong Joon-ho. The gameplay for it and stuff, like the music and stuff as well, it's filled with 90s classic hits, and at the moment everyone's watching Stranger Things, and I know it's a little bit different with a different kind of music. However, everyone's going back to the old school stuff, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if it's because I'm old and that's kind of stuff that I remember a little bit. I'm joking, I'm not that old. But yeah, that's the game that's been rumoured. I mean, it's nothing massive, it's nothing major. I know everyone always keeps their fingers crossed for those massive AAA titles, but a lot of the time, if I'm being honest with you, that's a negative thing, because when we get a massive AAA on PlayStation Plus, 90% of people have already bought it, so for them it's something that they already own that's given away for free, and people that don't want to play it, that get it for free, aren't interested. So to get indie stuff and smaller titles that are actually cool to play and just people haven't thought about buying, personally, I always think it's a good thing. Before we move on to the bonus content, if you guys were watching the last video that I put up, I said that we've kind of done like a little sponsorship with a website called SyncVault. So the music in the background is promoting like upcoming artists and stuff, and the one that you can hear at the moment is a song called Strawberry by Bunny Low. So I'm going to be quiet for like 15 seconds. I always appreciate if you leave a comment and just let me know what you think of the music that's playing, but it's just another way to give back to other content creators. So have a listen, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I think it's a pretty chill track. Leave a comment down below. Moving on though, bonus content. It's always nice to get something for free, whether or not it's through PlayStation Plus or through a different service. This one is actually through Twitch Prime. Don't worry if you don't have an active membership. There's a link down in the top of the description that will give you a 30-day free trial so you can claim this stuff and a load of other free stuff as well. And if you're interested, there's free games on there as well. I know Far Cry's on there at the moment, and there's a few others as well. But at the moment, you can actually claim yourself some custom content for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Actually looks pretty sick as well. You actually managed to get yourself a shield that's like gold, silver and bronze that looks pretty nice. You get yourself a sword, and you also get yourself a naval pack that, by the looks of it, makes your boat kind of go like a goldy kind of colour, with black flags and a load of stuff on it that looks pretty sick. You'll see a little screenshot pop up. Valhalla, I played it quite a lot when it first came out, however, I never bothered playing it after. I think it is just a single player stuff. A lot of the time, it takes a lot to bring me into it. Just with the massive change in life at the moment, moving house, everything's completely different. If I'm being honest, I just haven't had the time to sit there and invest hours upon hours in playing a new story game. However, over the next coming weeks or so, that is going to be happening, and hopefully we'll be back to streaming as well, because we've now got ourselves a dedicated office, and when you've got a proper space, it's just easy to make content as well anyway. But yeah, that's the free content that you guys can claim right now. Now, again, before we move on, if you guys are curious about my setup, the stuff that I use, all the links are down below if you are interested. Now, I don't use majorly expensive stuff. I kind of use mid-range. I never use the budget stuff because it just doesn't seem to work or last, but mid-range, it's still quite cheap and it does the job really, really well. But moving on, what have I been playing? I have actually been playing games this week. I've pretty much finished moving. I've got a few other things that I need to do. You guys are going to get an office tour over the next week or so. There's some other things that I need to sort out first. However, this week I've been playing Diablo Immortal on mobile. And yes, I know it sounds crazy. I've got a new office, a new setup. I've got all my consoles linked up to one monitor at a desk, and it's very comfortable. However, I've been sat in bed playing a mobile game. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense, but it just is what it is. But Diablo Immortal, if you played like the other Diablo games, you'll know how the game works. Trying to use like the virtual thumbsticks and stuff, but if you used to play mobile games, it's pretty easy to get into. It's pretty much the same game, very similar characters, the gameplay is very much the same way. It is pretty cool and it's definitely worth a play. If you play games on mobile, give it a go. It's pretty big though, it's pretty hefty. I had to delete a load of stuff just to be able to download it, and then I had to delete even more stuff to do an update. So it's not small. You're going to have to make sure you've got some space on your phone. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. Really, really cool game. To finish up with though, my predictions, two completely different style of games. First up, I'm going to go Day Simulator, or Day Simulator, however you want to say it. This game looks absolutely terrible. It looks awful, but it looks that awful that it's quite funny. My son plays it, he hates it, but at the same time he loves it. Everyone that I've seen play it says that it's that awful that it's not worth playing. However, it's that funny at the same time that it's probably worth messing around on a little bit. Kind of game that I can imagine coming to PlayStation Plus as more like a novelty kind of thing. And the second one is Evil Genius 2. I adore this game, it's cool, you get to just be an evil person, making your own lair and taking over the world pretty much. If you play games like 2 Point Hospital, very, very similar. You're building your own base inside a mountain, you pick where you want to put your rooms, where you want to put your corridors, where you want your vault, where you want your staff to be and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty cool. It's just, if you didn't get into the hospital theme, but you still like the idea of building and all that sort of stuff, then Evil Genius is probably the game for you, because you're just an evil person taking over the world, building trap rooms and all that sort of stuff. Really, really fun, really, really entertaining. I played it on PC for quite a bit, and again, I think it would make a great addition to PlayStation Plus, but at the same time, it's not a massive, massive game, so with the massive change that's coming to PlayStation Plus this month, it's the sort of thing that I could still imagine coming to the Essential tier. Again, when it comes to other rumours, I'm going to make separate videos so you guys can kind of tell them apart. So they will be labelled like PlayStation Plus Essential or Premium Extra, just to make it easier on you guys, just to avoid a lot of the clickbait stuff that's going around online at the moment. Now, any of the games that I mentioned today, if you're looking for people to play with, make sure you jump in the Discord. Decent community, really easy way to find new people to play with. When it comes to multiplayer stuff, that's great. When it comes to single-player campaign stuff, if you get stuck and you need a bit of help and advice, again, just an easy way to find new people. And anything that doesn't get shared on YouTube and stuff usually just gets shared over on Twitter for little snippets of games and stuff that I'm playing at the moment. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.